Right, y'all, we just did our first shooting day.
First shot over.
For the Raven. It's been fun. It's been exciting. I'm feeling good. We were just getting some plate shots from around the gardens.
Around the bend.
How do you feel? This is your first day working with me.
I feel I've learned a lot so far, and I've learned how to work camera. I've learned how to do a lot of things. I learned how to collaborate with another filmmaker.
Yeah.
Things are happening, people.
This is exciting. It's been about
months.
Yeah, 9 months-ish, give or take. It's like a baby. This is a baby.
It's a long time. It's a baby. It's been cooking for a while.
Welcome to Telltale.
All right, so you just did your first day of recording.
I did. It was exciting.
Okay, tell me about it.
Well, I got here at 10. Right now it's about 1:30. So we were working pretty hard for 3.5 hours. It started off, pretty good. Joe was really good about directing me on what I needed to do, what emotion I needed to implement in my vocals, the rhythms, the notes, etc. And, I think we did it in a pretty orderly fashion. I'm excited about being on set with, Joe and Noah and whoever is chosen to play Diana, because I think it'll be fun.
No, to be honest with you, I actually feel pretty good. I was expecting to cry, but I felt like if I had improv'd it, maybe I would have cried, but I don't know. I didn't cry.
You didn't cry.
There were some tears, but they weren't mine.
Talk about working with the dummy.
The dummy. Let's take a look at the dummy.
Mm-hmm. This is where his legs start. You would not see this in the movie.
So you got this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, he's a rod puppet.
He's a rod puppet. He's got this tiny little coconut-shaped head. He looks kind of like Beetlejuice, I guess. He was wearing, you'll see in the movie, but he was wearing this, right? And he looked ultra spiffy, if I do say so myself. It was hard to act like that was my actual grandfather because, I've never had to deal with the loss of a grandparent. So I just had to imagine while acting what that would have been like, and especially with a puppet, it was made a little more difficult. Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
This movie that we're filming takes place in Oregon.
I've been to Oregon. Oregon is very, very pretty. There's a lot of terrain, I'd say. It's not flat at all. There's mountains everywhere, cliffs, waterfalls, whatever, you name it. And the weather's always kind of poor. So when Joe says, "Oh, we got to get a day where the weather looks nice,"
it's false. It's like right now that this is terrible.
Right now, this is kind of what it was like. But I was fortunate enough to go during a week where it was a little less of this and more nice blue skies, whatever. Yeah. I remember there being a lot of museums and exhibits about the nature. We went to this waterfall, tallest waterfall in America.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
Wow. And you could definitely tell the forest had more personality than the forests here. Here it's just like a bunch of trees. But in Oregon, I mean this when I say it, it seemed like they had a little more personality to them, and there was maybe more of a story to them. I wouldn't say haunted per se, because it didn't feel ominous to me, but it definitely felt lively.
All right, so this is some pickups for the second part of shooting. We finally got some costume parts in here. The dummy is back in there.
The dummy. These are cool.
Aren't they?
You murderer!
Let's see.
Totally just grabbed your beak.
I know. Maybe that looked good.
Yeah, I think that's good.
What happened is we just did another part of that scene that we started.
It's good.
It was hard.
It was a little difficult.
We pushed
got
ourselves.
in kind of weird positions.
Yeah, it was a little uncomfortable for the both of us. However, sometimes that's what it takes to do a movie. Even though sometimes you just have to know the person.
Right.
I wouldn't have tried to set up this fight scene if you or either of us were a woman.
I would have enjoyed it, but...
Well, it is what it is. We got pretty intimate.
All right, so this part of the story is
I think it's where Ralph gets a little more serious. I mean, not that he's ever goofy, or witty or funny or whatever, but I think this is where it gets real for him, that like, holy crap, the Raven is like this actual thing, and he's dangerous. You know, that's one way of being introduced to the Raven, is like immediately finding out how dangerous he is. So I think that's interesting.
Yeah. This was exciting, particularly for the Raven, because this was my first time filming in the suit, and it is difficult. You see, I am drenched in my own sweat. It's disgusting. Show them the mask, yeah.
All right, so the eyes are just fogged up.
Which they have to be to work, but yeah, it's all with my bad breath. It's beautiful though. This is I don't know if it's Zagon or Zagoni Studios. I think his name is Bill Weistrom. I don't know how to say his name though. But he sculpted it.
Yeah, he makes very good masks.
Very good. Yeah, follow them on Instagram. You can look them up. All kinds of
the
crazy
title
stuff.
right here.
There, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll. They do all kinds of stuff. They did the whole costume. They did the
old man mask.
Old man mask.
Yeah.
Take a look at that guy. Take a look at him in there. He's still just chilling. Look at that. No half of the puppet. Yeah, it's been productive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look forward to filming again. When I'm not in a thick rubber mask. We'll see you on the next
episode.
Ready.
Dang it.
All right, so welcome. We're about to do another shooting day. This is the first time I've done a vlog with Noah. We are actually in the way.
First scene film.
Technically speaking, yeah. I had done shooting before, but you were the first real scene done. So, check out the previous vlog and this with
the
Carter.
last one. The last time we filmed, I had mono. I was coming down with mono and we didn't know. This time I have whooping cough, so.
Which is better, which is worse? You'll find out. Be the judge.
Be the judge
Be the
of
judge.
Which disease is worse. It's mono.
So let's move on to the right side of the road.
Let's do that.
Because we actively made a car swerve to avoid us a second ago.
But I'm fine with that.
I mean, I can live with it. I don't want to, but I can.
Yeah,
So
I
tell
think
them-
you have to.
I think I have to, because it's done. The pass is done. The pass can hurt.
This is the part of the movie where Simon shows his hand. He says, "This is the shit I've done. Fuck you, Victor." And he takes this water he's casually drinking. We should take the label off of this.
Should we?
I think so.
Who's it by?
Dasani.
I'll DM them and see if they can sponsor us.
I'm just gonna take it off.
Okay. Screw you, Dasani. I guess we don't want your sponsorship anyway.
We weren't gonna get a sponsorship.
No, but they would have responded and been like, "Thanks for your concern. Here's our pity DM," which I've gotten on other situations as well. Anyway,
so Simon's like, "I'm gonna turn you into the Raven, and they are gonna lynch you."
Yep.
Because I am bad.
We filmed a lot of death already.
We have.
Now, I did some math.
Yeah.
And I found out...
That's new for you.
It is new for me. Well, this is simple math. I'll tell you what it was.
Okay.
Because we figured out that I had done 5 minutes of footage that added up for 7% of the script.
Okay.
I don't know if those numbers are exactly right. It was 7 pages of the script. 7 pages of the script for 5 minutes out of a total of 73 pages, which meant that the whole movie might end up being 51 minutes long.
That's impressive, actually.
Which is actually, because...
That's actually kind of wild.
It's kind of wild. I had no idea. I knew I had written 30 minutes of music, and that I thought was crazy. I thought this was going to be like a 25-minute movie. And I overwrote myself.
You thought it was going to be 25 minutes?
Yep.
I thought it was going to be around 40.
Well, shows how neither of us knew what we were getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here I am.
We maybe bit off more than we could chew.
We might have. I'm about a fourth or a third into filming so far.
Yeah.
As we're filming this.
A third?
Give or take.
That's more than I thought.
Well, because this is my second day filming with Noah.
Yeah.
I filmed with Paul, and I've gotten 2 scenes out of him. Raptors. Monkey. You read Raptors.
Do you want to try method acting? Close your eyes. Relax. Relax.
Put a bug on me. That's right. Oh, you don't even know the half of it.
You don't even know the half of it!
that look?
I hope it looked good
It
because I
better.
used all the water.
All right, so me and Noah just did another filming day for the Raven complete. We're wrapping up, we're walking back to my car, and as you can see, because I just cut from the previous vlog to this, we have acquired a lot more sweat on our
Not
face.
me, really.
It's mainly me, because I had on the costume and everything. And that will destroy you.
It will.
Because I'm dumb and didn't get a PA with me,
Now I've got to learn cameras.
he had to learn cameras for a little
I'm not
section.
the tech, I'm the artist.
He's the artist.
I can direct, I can write, I can rap, I can kind of sing,
Yeah.
I can kind of dance. But, you know, I'm not the tech guy, but I had to figure that out.
Right. I will
Okay.
say, from you being an artist, that definitely helped. Because it's like there's nothing he didn't understand. But it's like usually he's not behind
so
a camera.
excited to go full director mode on these comedy sketches.
That's true. Let's talk about this. This is going to be in the middle of a Raven behind the scenes. And we are going to plug
We're gonna
another
plug
item
another thing that we're doing.
that's already
Can I
out.
talk about this? Because this is my brainchild.
Yeah, you can talk about this. It's already out. So you can be like, go watch this thing.
That's true. So what we're gonna do, guys, well, it's past when you're seeing this. It's future when I'm saying this. What we're working on, we're gonna put together a comedy show. It's gonna be me, Jack Dominic, and Joe. We're all gonna do stand-up sets, and then in between each set, we're gonna have originally written comedy sketches that we're gonna film, and we're gonna show them live. And I'm really excited. I've been waiting to do something like this for a while.
It's going to be awesome. He's been working so hard.
I've been writing and rewriting sketches, making sure that it's all good. I've been working on stand-up in terms of what I'm gonna say, and I feel really good about it. In addition to that, you should also, when is this coming out?
I think it'll probably take August because I'll need July to finish mixing the extra soundtrack bits.
Well, you know what? If there are any shows left, you should come catch us performing live around the Birmingham area
This might
for
be
my
one
new
of them.
mixtape. I'm not going to say the title yet,
Yeah.
even though this won't come out until after it's released.
I'll have 2 EPs out by now.
Hopefully by the time
Yeah.
you see this, I will have dropped an entire mixtape and 2-ish, maybe 3 singles.
We're going to watch this back and be like, what fools we were.
Yeah.
What fools. And
that's
y'all
the
are going to
hope.
be watching and be like, they did so much more.
Or so much less.
Who knows? I think that everyone should get a game. There are people that will tell you that games are evil. Read
And
a
that they're
book.
bad for you.
But let me tell you, there are some books that are evil. So what's the difference? Games are books. They're great
They're
games.
mostly made by Nintendo. I know I'm biased,
Yeah.
but go pick up a Kirby game. That's
Pick
all
up a
I'm
Kirby
saying.
game. Well, that's the thing. It's like art. Like you have a Kirby
Yeah.
game, and then you have 50 Shades of Grey. So who's gonna tell me to read a book instead
Who's
of
gonna
playing
tell
this
me to
game?
read a book when I can play Kirby?
Right. Not to say that 50 Shades is a bad book.
Play Kirby's Epic Yarn,
Yeah.
Kirby Robobot Land, play Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I don't know if I mentioned it yet. Kirby's Epic Yarn, Kirby Mass Attack, Kirby Superstar Ultra,
What was-
Kirby Air Ride,
Yeah.
Kirby 64.
I played Kirby Air Ride. Me and my brother would play that all the time.
Any Kirby game you can find. Kirby Squeak Squad.
Right.
There's no such thing as a bad Kirby game.
Fact.
I will live and die by that statement.
And they're innovative. Like I
Yeah.
remember Kirby on the Game Boy, and you would have to like move the Game Boy in order to control Kirby.
Yeah.
It was innovative. You had to gyroscope
What's
and
it?
everything.
The Kirby mirror one. There's one where there's a mirror and that's the central conflict, and that's
Right.
a good game too. I'll go on record saying that Kirby is the most consistently good franchise, a
Fact.
game of Nintendo's franchises.
Right. I'll put my opinion that I think the
It
Zelda
has
series is
no
the best franchise, but it's not consistently the
Yeah,
best.
it has clunkers.
It has real
Kirby
clunkers.
has no clunkers.
I will say, I just recently finished a playthrough myself of Pac-Man World 2,
Okay.
and it changed my life because I'd never completed the game before,
Yeah.
and it is a beautiful addition to the Pac-Man universe.
Well, that's why I'm replaying Pokemon Black.
Right?
Because the way I beat it was I was stuck on the final boss, Getsus. I was stuck on him. I couldn't beat him. I kept getting really close, but I couldn't do it. And so one day I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I transferred my Dialga over.
Yeah.
It was like level 100, and I just murdered him. And looking back, I was like, that wasn't rewarding.
You got to go from back.
I got to
back
start
from the
all
beginning.
over. And right now, my team is overpowered as f. Well, I picked Tepig. A lot of people say Tepig is the worst starter in the game. Some people have gone so as far to say to me that Tepig is objectively the worst starter Pokemon. And to you, I say Emboar is a beast. So I've got Emboar, I've got Swanna, badass swan bitch. I've got Girder, who will soon evolve into Conkeldurr.
Ooh.
You don't know any of these Pokemon. Gothitelle, who's like a psychic lady. She's cool.
Psychic lady.
I just caught a Pawniard this morning, which is like a little steel, like kind of evil chess piece, I guess. Ooh. With an axe for a head. Anyway, Pawniard's cool. I fuck with Pawniard. He'll evolve into Bisharp. Ooh. Bisharp is a beast. And I'm about to catch a Fracture, which will evolve into Haxorus, which is a dragon with an axe for a face.
That sounds cool.
I feel good about my team.
You know, they are currently about 15 minutes into the behind-the-scenes video for the Raven.
I think we made a lot of progress. I think we still have a ways to go in terms of filming. But I think we're about to put out a solid product.
Oh yeah.
I think you should be proud of what this is going to be.
I'm super hyped. And like today, this was my first day filming outside, like in a natural setting. We filmed at the gardens, but this is, it's rewarding to be able to look at the background and say, yeah, that looks nice from all perspectives, because there are filmmakers that will tell you the cinematography, if it's good enough, it can make any location look good. I think that's a lie. I think that has never been true. And I think the Joe Kendrick movies have always had wonderful locations. You get to spend a lot of time inside a bathroom in this movie.
Yeah. I had to murder someone in the bathroom. Is that good?
I think so.
It was really cathartic. I realized I had some anger in that moment, and it felt really fucking good.
It was crazy.
Wailing on that dummy.
It was insane. He literally beat the crap out of this thing.
I dented the cane. Good?
That's good. I like that.
Oh, you like that?
I like that. By the time you watch this, there will be a biopic about Queen that has almost released.
That's true.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'm really excited for that. That's going to be
so
a really
excited.
dope movie.
All right, so that was the Raven.
I was at the playground.
Oh no.
Wait, I'm sorry. He was at the playground. He was trying to buy drugs from his friends. Or so the legend goes. And his friends betrayed him. He came with an insufficient amount of money, and his friends took it as him trying to take advantage of them. So they killed him. Right there on that playground.
How old was he?
Can't say for sure. I didn't come across him until another 2 weeks had passed, so he had already decayed so much, and the police didn't disclose any of that information to us. I'd say he looked 17. I was only 4. That's why I've never been back to Wyoming.
That's the reason.
The only reason.
All right, y'all, so we're about to do another shooting day. I got some extras with me. We're getting big this time.
Of course. The star is here.
The star is here.
Yeah,
so
we're both actors in this movie.
Now turn.
No going back, take him by his legs, no going back.
All right, so we're done filming the scenes with the extras.
Right, we're
The
finally
only
done
scenes
with them.
with extras, I believe, in the entire movie.
In the whole movie.
And I think we did well.
We did super well. This was super quick. This was done in about less than an hour.
Less than an hour. We only did about 1 take for everything on average.
Pretty much, which was my goal.
So pretty much it's just us beating up Joe, and who doesn't want to do that? Like,
Sure.
Very satisfying.
it's good.
Exactly. Franco, tell us a little bit about what you did.
Well, just have to sit there and grab.
Okay, well, so at this part of the story, Ralph has finally
gotten a group together, and he's ready to kill the Raven, who he thinks killed his grandfather. And he sees that Diana and the Raven are a thing, and you know, part of him kind of understands what's going on. And Victor, the Raven, tells Ralph his story. Ralph gets it, you know, he understands. But you know, even good people get punished for things that they do wrong.
That's true.
No matter like what's happened in their life before that, they still made a bad decision at one point. And in Victor's case, maybe he didn't make a bad decision. Maybe Ralph just thinks he did. You're recording.
Cool.
You knew that though.
Yeah. Can you press play on that?
It's playing. Oh!
On the phone.
Say hey to the behind the scenes, Joe.
Hey y'all, I'm struggling because I can't see. Got it.
Tell them what we're about to film.
So we're filming some for End of the Line. Yeah. I'm a little sweaty now. This is the third take. We've been out here for a couple hours.
Stupidity, take one.
Scene over.
Really? It's hot as balls, Joe's.
It's really hot. It always is. That's what we get for filming in the summer.
It's currently 91 degrees. We're at the Birmingham Botanical Gardens here in Mountain Brook.
Beautiful location. I would like you to meet a friend. This is Mr. Rabbit, created by my boy Frank Fleming. I would like to show you all this marvelous creation of artistry.
Is it Milo?
Now you look at God. Now you look at Satan. Now you look at your tiny, tiny penis.
The worst part is that's gonna be a great shot of you going.
Alright guys, so we just did another filming day. Parker, tell us a little bit about what happened.
Well, you see, you were singing, and I threw a stick at you to make you moody for the scene.
I had to get real angsty, it's fun.
Yeah.
This is the edgiest movie I've ever made.
It was sick. Pretty excited, American Werewolf in London, inspiration. I like that movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
That's fair, that's it.
Elmer's Glue Man.
Welcome to Wednesday night. This is the first showing of The Raven of Telltale, and I want to remind you that what you are seeing is a rough cut. The product you are seeing is incomplete, but I want you to look forward to the future, because on October 31st, this movie will be done. There's a lot of moments where you can tell that there's parts missing, but I want to assure you all that there is something to look forward to tonight.